WWDC, that took place yesterday in San Francisco. The Apple start to a week's developers conference, which helps them to look at new things Apple are doing and help them with their coding and producing their apps. But as always, what happens, they start with an announcement at 10 o'clock San Francisco time in the morning of the first day, where they share the new and exciting things that are happening with Apple. And they are happening. We have some announcements, and we heard from Apple. There was two things, software and hardware. Now the hardware was probably not as expected. Things maybe were missing, but let me just mention first the two things they said and shared with us that they're doing. First of all, MacBook Air. They've upgraded the MacBook Air to be a more powerful machine. The price point, I believe they've slightly lowered the price, so it's becoming more affordable. But this is a very great piece of kit. So it's a great laptop, but it's a very portable laptop. It's very thin, very, very light. But now with the upgrade in terms of the processor and the drive and everything, you have a laptop which is very usable and will cater for many people's needs and requirements in terms of using a laptop. And that's now available right now. It was available yesterday, so you can purchase that from the Apple Store online. I'm not sure if it's available inside the Apple Store in the retail section, but I know online you can order one right now if you want to. So that's a really good thing, a very positive move from Apple. The other thing they shared with us in hardware was that they're working on, it's not quite ready but it's almost there, is the Mac Pro. And this has been talked about, and there were rumours going around the past month or two around the Mac Pro. We wasn't sure whether Apple actually were going to drop it completely, but they haven't. The great news is they've produced a new machine. The physical size of the machine has greatly reduced, so it's not such a huge piece of equipment now. It's much more compact, but they are doing some fantastic changes inside the machine to make it extremely powerful and adaptable, where you can add things to it. And they're doing that through the Thunderbolt connection, and they've upgraded that as well. So without going into too much detail, it's a fantastic machine, and it's going to give much more confidence now to the industry within animation, graphic design and many other aspects within those areas, whereby most people use a Mac Pro, and this machine is going to excite those guys. It's exciting myself, and you almost come into a situation whereby when you're looking to upgrade, do you go for an iMac or do you go for the Mac Pro? And I think the Mac Pro is going to capture a big audience, and people will actually may move towards the Mac Pro rather than the iMac. So very exciting, and the Mac Pro is coming in the autumn time, so somewhere around October. The other thing they spoke about was software, and there's two aspects: the mobile software and software for the actual Mac computer. The mobile software is iOS, the software system, and the new release is iOS 7. Again, that won't be coming out available to everybody until the autumn time, which will be around about September, October. But the new software is a complete redesign, a whole new look with the graphic side of it and the colours, the layout and everything. The functions are changing, it's becoming more adaptable to today's use and requirements. And I think they've responded to what Samsung are doing as well, because they have leapt forward in their development of their own software and the functions of how mobile devices work. So Apple are in some way playing catch up, but they have produced some really great exciting things with iOS 7, and when it comes it's going to be a great upgrade. The other one is for the Mac hardware, for the iMac, MacBook Pro, Mac Air, and Mac Pro, the big hardware computers. The software there is called OS 10, and the new release of OS 10, again, that's coming around the autumn time. They've given it a new name. There was previously names of animals: leopard, snow lion, whatever it was. They've given a whole new bunch of names to this software, and they've called it in relevance to where it's been designed and made, as it were, in California. So this new release is called Mavericks, and Mavericks in California is where people go surfing. It's the name of the waves and the area where the waves are, apparently the best surfing in the world. So the new software is called OS 10 Mavericks. That's available this autumn, and that's got a whole number of features in it which are designed to help the laptop user, so the MacBook, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, whereby it's going to be more efficient on how it uses the power, so the battery power, which will then ensure there's a longer battery power life for the laptop. So, and there's other things as well, but it's a great update and a very good release. And again, when that comes available to everybody, people are going to upgrade and they're going to really enjoy that. So a very, very good day yesterday, a great announcement. Things that weren't mentioned because people have been flying rumours around, things like iWatch. Apparently people have been saying Apple are going to produce a watch. I don't see it myself. I don't really understand that, to be honest with you. There was an announcement, part of an announcement at the beginning yesterday at WWDC, where Tim Cook introduced Onki, which is a software that uses the AI stuff, artificial intelligence, and these guys had little racing cars that went around a track, and it's operated by your phone, and the cars can learn and do kinds of stuff, and that is very exciting. I felt sorry for the guys because as they started their presentation, as usual, it's equipment, software, computers, something goes wrong, and there was a failure with the car to begin with. They got over it, but I felt sorry for them because this is a very, very exciting new piece of technology that's going to move forward, and the adaptation of how it can be applied to so many areas of our lives as well as gaming is going to be phenomenal. But because of the hiccup on the presentation, it kind of just took the edge off it slightly. I felt so sorry for them. But watch that space, because that is going to be the future. Mark my words, that is going to really do something for us in the next 5 years. So a great day yesterday. So things were missing: no iWatch, no iPhone 5S people were talking about. So mainly the two pieces of software and the MacBook Air and the Mac Pro. But it's looking good, it's exciting, and we'll see once those things are released in the autumn time. I just wonder whether or not we may begin to see something around more hardware information from Apple later this year. So we'll have to wait, but a thumbs up to Apple. I think they're doing the right thing, and looking forward to seeing what else comes out.